you have lost all credibility as a booktuber. You had a good run. So
it's done now.
It all came to an end.
Pack it up.
You know, you didn't have to admit that you liked it. Why?
Testing audio.
Just, you don't have to do that. Okay. Now, who knows what's going to happen?
It's going to be the best thing ever.
All right. So, oh yeah, do your intro and stuff.
Welcome!
You did that on purpose. Obviously.
Welcome to another video where we will be reading some 1-star reviews that Corey has collected for some books that I happen to like, and I'll try to guess what book they're attached to. We've done this video before, y'all seem to like it, so here we are again.
It's fun. It's fun. We're gonna have a good time.
We will have a good time.
So, yeah. All right, first one.
How many did you collect?
I collected, I think, 9 or 10.
Okay.
So.
Better be 10. The story of a quasi-psychopath high school.
Sociopathic.
Is that what that says? Quasi-sociopathic high school cretin. Wow. That actually narrows it down. I know it's going to be a boy if he's described that way. Who mouth breathes his way into an exclusive fantasy club of what?
Anhedonic?
Wizards, replete with bad writing and worse storytelling. This is The Magicians.
Yes, it is.
I had a list being created in my head with the initial insult, but then it said fantasy club, and it's like, oh, okay, well.
And then the last.
Enjoy. Oh, the category it's put under.
I could have done a whole video of just Magicians 1-star reviews.
I believe
which
it.
Actually might be a
It
good
could be
video
its own
topic.
video. You could go through all 3 books and just find.
Dude.
Really, honestly.
You're gonna get.
It would be so easy because this series is such a it's an experience.
I might have done 2. I think the next one is this 2. Just because.
I wonder if I'll guess it.
Well, no, it's for the Magicians, is what I'm saying. I did 2 just because once you got the first one, I knew you'd want to read some more.
Is the next one for the Magicians too?
Yes. Go.
I wonder if I'll guess it.
Well, you've already guessed it. That's the thing. Now the other one's just for fun.
Well, you should have mixed it in there so that I could keep guessing. All right.
Okay, this is probably my favorite out of everything.
This was a special category for me. Books whose positive reception make me question my membership in the human race. I contributed to that.
Wow!
I contributed to that. After finishing it, I stared at the glowing blurbs on the back, looking up some positive reviews online, and thought, who are these people? What could they have been thinking? How could they possibly be so different from me? After that, I took a few days of solid social interaction with good friends to convince me that I actually had something in common with my fellow humans, that they weren't a bunch of ineffable, Lovecraftian things hiding in bodies that looked like mine. Oh,
that is the most dramatic. But
no, I get it.
It's so dramatic.
I get it, because the series is so laden with good and bad that if the bad ends up tipping you over the edge, then it's like there is no good. Who could like this? I need coffee. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to be downstairs filming a video.
I was. Weren't you just downstairs filming with me?
Yes, and I'm waiting on you. You don't have time to make a cup of coffee.
Oh, I know. I'll be really quick. I have Cometeer.
Oh, really? Well, that's awesome. Can I film you making it?
It's kind of weird, but yeah, okay, come on. Cometeer is brewed coffee, flash frozen at peak flavor, delivered straight to your door every month. You can customize what boxes you want to receive each month based on your preference, if you like light, medium, dark, decaf, etc. All you have to do is keep the capsules in your freezer, and when you're ready to use one, tip it into your glass and pour 8 ounces of water over it. I drink mine hot. I have loved every flavor I've tried. It has such bold flavoring that is seriously so delicious. I drink my coffee black, but you can easily make it into an espresso or a latte or whatever you like. And if you click the link in the description of this video, you can get $20 off your first month and second month, a total of $40 off using my code Murphy, link in the description. Okay, I'm back. For the thing that we were doing.
Oh, right.
Okay. Real hard to finish. Had a lot of potential, but the writer's incessant need to make a stupid joke every third sentence really okay, so Hitchhikers. I think you did Hitchhikers in the last video, though.
Well, can we finish?
Okay, sorry. A lot of potential, but the writer's incessant need to make a stupid joke every third sentence really killed it for me. Would not recommend to anyone but those with the worst sense of
The worst sense of humor.
That's gotta be Hitchhikers. Did you do Hitchhikers again?
No.
Okay.
I am nothing if
then it's
not
guards.
thorough about what I've already done.
Guards.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, man. Excuse you. I have the best humor. Pratchett has the best humor.
It's actually pronounced Pratchett, but whatever.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
I mean, I respect not being interested in satire, but to say that Pratchett has the worst sense of humor,
I don't know. I don't look at me. I don't know.
that's definably a wrong opinion.
Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it because I've not read any of them. So,
Yeah.
but you have read me some quotes.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
And it is
while
like,
reading, I have read you quotes, and you've said, "Oh, I like this guy."
yeah. So that I will say, what I've heard is like my type of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised by how bad this book is. Good start.
Yeah.
Good start. I like books and was looking forward to the final book in the series, but I absolutely hate this book.
I absolutely hates the book.
Well,
It's like a Gollum.
It's okay. I'm dyslexic. I typo too. The story had no twist, only jumped from one character to another endlessly. Was it going to be the Ember Blade? I feel like you did that.
Just
in
keep
Okay,
reading.
sorry. There was so much information, it was hard to follow what was happening. Plus, it seems like half the book had characters and references from other books. That sounds like more magicians.
Keep reading.
I left lost because I didn't understand what was happening, what they were talking about, or the things they were referring to. It didn't even feel like the same book. It felt like it was supposed to be a different book. The ending with the big sacrifice was very predictable and boring. It sounds like the magicians again. Not all the loose ends were tied, magicians. The epilogues felt out of place. Way of Kings.
Nope. Way of Kings is not the final book in the series.
Yep. Good call. I am in shock, but this book is so bad. I don't know how you can screw up a book series this badly.
Ooh, a good book series is
What
so badly.
series did I finish? Do I finish series is this?
Well, yeah.
Hitchhikers book 5?
No, wouldn't be that.
You didn't seem sure about that.
I mean, I have them all right here, so I know. Yeah. Came prepared.
What book series have I finished? Mistborn.
No, check out the date. I mean, to bring back an old reference, check out the date. It was at the beginning of this year that this review was written.
Do I finish book series?
Oh, I'll even give you a...
Beartown!
Nope. I'll even give you a hint.
Referencing other things.
I'll even give you a hint. You did a short about this book. One of your few shorts that you've done.
Lost Metal. Ha! Winner!
Ah, got it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Oh! That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, well...
Because Sanderson did say gloves off as far as Cosmere references. So it referencing other books. Fair. This is one sick and disturbing book. Okay, so that doesn't narrow it down at all. About a
Sadistic.
Oh, that says race. I read rape. About a sadistic...
Keep reading.
About a sadistic race of aliens... Oh, okay, Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Race of aliens who spend the entire book performing sexual and mind games on the post-apocalyptic humans they saved. I absolutely hated this book. It's very disturbing. It's a very disturbing book.
So that one had a lot of one-star reviews that were, they were...
Fair enough. Honestly, it's a very disturbing book. It's a very uncomfortable book. And there are certain scenes in there that I don't understand why Butler wrote them the way that she did.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It was a very thought-provoking book, but it was a very upsetting book too. So, fair enough.
There you go. And I knew that was, because I did pay attention to a little bit, like editing your videos on that.
I did pay attention a little bit to one thing you said.
I did know that it was disturbing, if not controversial, and that there would be a lot of 1-star reviews for that. But
Yeah,
anyway,
good call.
go ahead.
That's a good one to pull reviews
This
from.
one, you're not going to guess this based off this review. I just thought it was hilarious.
This is one of the few books that I finished and wanted to chuck it across the room to hear it smack against the wall. I hated the ending. The only thing that could have made the ending worse is if it was only a dream showed up. So this still doesn't tell me anything about a book.
It's true.
The ending wanted me to chuck it. Okay. And it's a book that I liked with a really frustrating ending. A Little Hatred.
No.
Okay, because that, if you haven't read any other Abercrombie books and you didn't know what it was building to, and then you just got that ending, which is what my dad did, by the way. Well, that's not true. He did read other Abercrombie. He just has a terrible memory. So he didn't know it was building to. I could see that making you want to chuck the book across the room.
Yeah.
Children of Time.
Nope. Ship of Magic.
Ship of Magic. The first one? Yeah, I can understand that for Ship of Destiny, but why Ship of Magic? The most boring and... Oh, we're moving on now.
We're moving on.
Moving on now. The most boring and snobbish book I've read since high school curricula.
A woman who portrays another woman. What?
A woman who portrays another woman so clumsily, so selfishly, so ignorantly. Is this a Du Maurier book? Is so annoying that it took all the nerves in my body not to throw the book into the fire. Lots of violent people in these reviews.
Right.
I cannot possibly fathom what the guys that awarded this author thought when giving her the prizes. Are there no other talented people? Is fantasy, nowadays reduced to bland descriptions, condescending remarks on peasants and servants, or trivial action scenes? Okay. Female author. Now this could be Bone Shard Daughter. Female
Keep reading.
author. I gotta collect my thoughts.
You gotta read it.
Female author, female main character, some action, fantasy. Okay. Moreover, for a fantasy book with lands and people entirely made up, again, Bone Shard, a map would have been mandatory. I think Bone Shard has a map. Not this one.
Not this one.
The author fails to provide sufficient details in the places and Is this another Ship of Magic review?
No, keep going.
The author fails to provide sufficient details on the places and nations we encounter as ignorant readers. That is how we feel throughout the narrative, ignorant. In the sense that we should have known something, but we do not, and somehow that is our fault. I had high expectations on this one. The book failed miserably to meet them.
Man.
Female author fantasy.
Could have had a map and didn't have one.
No map.
Whatever could that be?
Why are you...
I don't know. Let me see.
Don't be annoying.
Let me look around.
Okay, but sometimes you're fine. Sometimes people categorize sci-fi as fantasy.
No, it's not sci-fi.
You lounging right now?
Yeah, it feels
While
better
I
on my
suffer?
back.
Female? Sword of Kaigen.
No.
Okay.
But it is fantasy.
The author fails to provide sufficient details on the places and nations we encounter as ignorant readers. And we feel ignorant about... It's not Bone Shard Daughter?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Are you done?
No!
You should have like 10 more seconds.
A female author that wrote a female main character poorly?
So, a woman who portrays another woman so clumsily, so selfishly, so ignorantly, is
It's
so annoying that it
took all the nerves from my body.
It's not for this book in a fire.
Who?
All right, you've given up. You have lost. You get nothing.
What? Wait.
You get no
Girl Who
prizes.
Fell Beneath the Sea.
No. Natural History of Dragons.
That's
Lady Trent series.
sci-fi.
Is it?
Yes. It's like a sci-fantasy. There are
like-
dragons.
yeah, okay.
There are dragons, but it's treated in a scientific manner.
Okay,
It's
well.
sci-fantasy, but it leans more sci-fi than fantasy, even though there's
Sounds
dragons.
fantasy to me.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, anyway. So you've lost. You've
No.
lost. There's no...
I disagree with. I think that Isabella, or whatever her name was an excellent protagonist.
So, the next review.
An excellent protagonist.
The next review.
Lady Trent.
Read the...
Not enough dragons. Oh, there it is again. I don't care about finding a dumb husband. Oh, that's a really good review. That's a really good review. enough dragons. I don't care about finding a dumb husband. That's a really good review.
Yeah, well.
Oh, man.
I like that. I thought you would like that one.
That's a really good review. That one wins the day. That's my favorite one. Okay.
Next one is good.
One would hope. Stop it!
Stop it! Stop it!
I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yells like this, it's because she loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. That's a meme. Do you know the meme?
Yeah,
Tyra
vaguely.
Banks.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
How dare you learn something from this man?
This one, I
When my mother yells at me like this, it's because she's rooting for me. I think that's all the quote from that scene in the Tyra Banks show.
they just quoted that as the review.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Tyra starts screaming at the girl. And then she says, when my mother yells at me like this, it's because she loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. I'm pretty sure the whole... yeah, I've never in my life yelled at a girl like this. Yep, that's the whole review.
So
is
that's
the
just
Tyra
the
Banks
whole
quote.
review was the quote from Tyra Banks.
Okay, so here I am trying to dissect it and be like, okay, so it's a teen, it's a girl, the mom yells at her, but no, it's just the whole quote is the Tyra Banks
Well,
quote.
even knowing... So I haven't read the book, which I looked this review up for, but even knowing...
It still fits.
What it about? No, it didn't. I was like, what is this person on about? So I had to include it because it was just
Yeah,
out of left field.
yeah. It's the whole review is the Tyra Banks
Okay,
quote.
go to the next one.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so that one was the next one is a different book. So that one was
Why do you do this?
that one was the Bras Cubas.
Bras Cubas,
The
Posthumous?
posthumous memoirs of Bras
Bras
Cubas.
Cubas. Why? My classics are on that bookshelf. That's why I'm pointing over there. Why did you not include another Bras Cubas?
Because I couldn't find any that were like,
'Cause it's good.
yeah, they were just like, here's my analytical take on one.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
There's a lot to discuss in that book.
yeah, so that I just thought that was hilarious because it's like, what is happening here with the, and so
Actually, knowing that it's for that review, that's just a Tyra Banks quote of her losing her mind,
yeah,
and that is for a well-renowned, well-received classic. That's actually really funny.
okay. Here we go. Last one.
I think. This is the last one.
This is the last one. So there's
think
two
this-
reviews here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think this should be a middle grade book, not young adult. The writing is so juvenile. I don't know how anyone above the age of like 15 could really enjoy it. The dialogue especially was just ridiculous. Real people don't talk like this. I feel kind of bad. I kind of feel bad not only giving 1 star because the story does deal with really important issues, but I just didn't enjoy anything about the book one bit. So I couldn't really justify rating it higher.
Okay, that's enough. So now go to the next one.
Okay. If you think this is appropriate material for a 14-year-old, you shouldn't be raising children. This to be a middle grade. This is not appropriate for middle grade age.
So this is for the same book. You have one review saying it's too juvenile. It should be a middle grade. And then literally I was scrolling, like the next review or a couple reviews down was no one under the age of 14 should be reading this. If you think that they should, you shouldn't be raising kids. And so I'm just like, okay, I've got opposite ends of the spectrum here.
So it's YA, that should be middle grade. It's got heavy, difficult topics. This is Monday is Not Coming.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So for context, I did, I walked in on him while he had Monday's Not Coming pulled up. So I did know at one point that you were going to put that in the video, but I actually forgot about that until I started
you read
reading
the
these
reviews?
Right. So that's not really a win. I didn't truly get that. But that is funny because Monday's Not Coming is a YA book that is written very simply. Mm-hmm. But it tackles really, really painful, difficult topics that kids should be informed about. And when I read it, I specifically said adults should be reading this with their kids because this kind of stuff needs to be unpacked. It needs to be discussed.
By kids, you mean what age? Like 6?
Yes, I do think 6-year-olds should read
Reading
Monday's
it
Not
with their
Coming.
kids, I mean, okay, well, there you go. I just love the whole, too juvenile and
Too mature.
too mature.
Yeah.
So
That is the nature of reviews for books like this.
Well, and that's all.
You shouldn't be a parent. If you're gonna give this to your 14-year-old, you shouldn't be a parent. That's intense.
Shouldn't be raising kids.
Ouch. You picked things that were impossible to guess, by the way.
So this gets harder and harder every time I do this.
Right,
It's just,
because you kind of narrow the field. But I've read more books.
I understand.
Like The Magicians. He was telling me.
So yes, we could do a whole video on that.
We could do a whole video on just The Magicians.
I think that would be fun, actually. Just to sit and just go over these.
Just roast the series that I love, hate.
Yeah, because people roast it, like they burn it with fire. It's
fair. It's
yeah.
understandable. I still love it. I can't stop loving it, but it is fair.
Well, there you go. You have lost all credibility as a booktuber.
As someone who can analyze literature for liking The Magicians.
Yep.
Fair, honestly.
Yep.
It's a little bit fair.
Oh, well, you had a good run.
It's done now.
It all came to an end.
Back it up.
You know, you
Time to
didn't
leave.
have to admit that you liked it. You could have just kept it to yourself.
I think almost all my friends that read that series with me would say the same. Like, you didn't have to admit you like this one, Murph.
Well, cat's out of the bag now. You can't, there's no...
I can take it back.
Nope. You can't.
I do.
I don't think any amount of like retroactively trying to justify or not or changing your I don't know. You just
I just lose.
Yeah.
It's just over. Find a new career.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for this turned into a roast of me and my bookish taste. So thanks for that.
Really did. This is fun. We should do this more often.
Oh,
like a therapeutic
yeah.
thing.
For you. I post videos every Monday and Friday on this channel, Tuesdays and Thursdays on the second channel. I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Learn something from this.